To eat or not to eat? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the slings and arrows of outrageous cravings. Nowadays, I never quite let myself get hungry either. I live in this perfect middle zone and I love it. Actually, nowadays, if you see me hungry, I get pretty aggressive. If you don't eat when you're hungry, your body still needs to nutritionize. Nutritionalize? Your body still needs to get its nutrition. And if you're not providing it with food, it'll start getting nutrition from what's already in your body. Like your muscles. Your body will literally start eating the muscle tissue. But Mark, what about intermittent fasting? That is a really good question, but that's actually a pretty big topic. So another time in another video. Whoa, look at me. I just gave my first cliffhanger. What? But for real though, everything in moderation. So moderately like this video.
Oh my gosh, I'm such a funny one. Jeez Louise, why am I not more famous yet? There are benefits to intermittent fasting? So when I said that when you starve yourself, your body would start eating your own muscles, that may have been in an extreme case, like extreme starvation, like you haven't eaten for like 2 years or something. But in order to drive my point home, I thought it would be best to give you the truth, the partial truth, and everything except some of the truth. So here's the real full truth. It is important for you to go hungry, especially when you're trying to lose weight. If you are overweight, that means that you've been eating at a calorie surplus. That being said, that means that when you're trying to lose weight, you should be eating at a calorie deficit. This is just as commonsensical as I can get. But more than just eating less, you can take it up a notch by trying intermittent fasting. Okay, so let's just get right down to it. Intermittent fasting is not as scary as you may think. Wait, let me rephrase. Intermittent fasting is not as scary as I had initially thought. When I mentioned in a previous video that I never let myself get hungry, that was true. I would eat at any hour of the day as long as I was hungry enough to eat. That being said, restricting my eating to a certain number of hours throughout the day scared the living daylight out of me. But I decided that in order to give you an informed and full review of intermittent fasting, I had to try it myself. So I gave up my obsession of food in the name of science! So here is the purpose and the benefits of intermittent fasting. First, it sends your body into ketosis.
But Marky Poo, what is ketosis?
That is an excellent question, off-camera person. Ketosis is a normal metabolic process. When the body does not have enough glucose for energy, it burns stored fats instead.
But Markalicious, what is glucose?
You're just on point, off-camera person. Freaking A+ questions. Glucose is a simple sugar found in many carbohydrates. Basically, your body needs energy to run throughout the day. You get your energy through calories or through glucose, which is in carbs. And if your body only goes through ketosis when it runs out of glucose, that means that you need to stop having glucose or calories. You can't be eating in order for your body to starve enough to eat the fat that's in there. You have to actually starve yourself, just a little bit. Don't go overboard. So in order for your body to go into ketosis, you have to stop your caloric intake for a certain amount of time. Ketosis begins once the body has stopped taking in any calories for a minimum of 16 hours. That being said, here are the types of intermittent fasting. Of course, keep in mind you start with the least challenging and then increase it to more challenging once you feel comfortable with where you are. Don't go all the way to the 48-hour fast or else you'll die.
We have to be like not true in the thing. In the video. Like
You don't know. You could.
You couldn't.
You could die then.
You couldn't die.
You don't know that. 16-8. This is where you're fasting for 16 hours and your feeding window is open for 8 hours. Of course, you can also do 18-6. I like that one a lot. If you're feeling really adventurous, you can do 24, as in 24. If you're feeling crazy, You can do 24-hour fasts where you eat one day and you don't eat the next day. And if you're feeling absolutely adventurous, do 48-hour fasts where you don't eat for 2 days, then you eat for 1 day, and then you don't eat for 2 days, and then you eat for 1 day, and then you don't eat for 2 days, and you eat for 1 day, then you don't eat for 2 days.
Don't do that.
And then you don't eat for 2 days, and you eat for 1 day, then you don't eat for 2 days, and you eat for 1 day. Of course, the biggest thing to keep in mind is that you have to be safe. The most important thing when you're trying a diet as intensive as this is to consult a physician or a doctor or do your due diligence and your research. Don't come to me for the source of all knowledge of health and fitness, because I lost 140 pounds, but that doesn't mean that I know everything about everything, because I don't. Make sure you know what you're doing. Don't just jump into something. What I do know, I will share with you, such as when you break your fast, you want to make sure that you supply your body with the proteins and fibers that it has lacked since you started your fast. So make sure you break your fast with lots of vegetables and lots of proteins and some good carbs. When you're about to start your fast, as in at the end of your feeding window, make sure that for your last meal, you have some good complex carbs. This includes sweet potato, quinoa, other complex carbs. That way, you'll be the most satiated. This word means that I'm smart. This means that even though you might get a little bit hungry towards the end of your fasting window, your body won't do all the weird growly things that make people uncomfortable. The next obvious question is, of course, when is it okay to work out? Before you eat? After you eat? Middle of your fast? Beginning of your fast? End of your fast? Well, here's the answer. If you have enough energy, fasted workouts will actually provide your body with the most benefit. Because if your body doesn't have the glucose that you've put in from new food that you've eaten, it'll end up burning calories and fats that you already have in your body. However, if you can't work out in the middle or the end of your fast, then make sure that you eat a small meal so that you don't feel full when you're working out. Now that you have everything that I know about intermittent fasting, make sure you go and do it for yourself. Through my experience, when I tried intermittent fasting, within about 3 or 4 days, I lost around 2 kilos, which is about 4.5 pounds. If you do intermittent fasting right and follow all the rules and do it healthfully, this can be a real benefit to your diet and your weight loss journey. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll provide all the sources that I used in the description box below, so go ahead and check out all those videos and links and articles. They really will help you out. And let me know in the comments if you tried intermittent fasting, how it worked out for you, because I'm really curious and I'm always keen to learn more. Of course, while you're down there, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And then after you hit the subscribe button, the little bell is going to come up on the side. Go ahead and hit that bell so that you are notified every single time I put out a video. Also, like this video if you liked it, but only if you actually liked it, because I don't want any fake likes. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and always remember to keep smiling and feel fit, fam and friends. This is what all the cool kids are doing now. Right?